Is there flipping through the cards of Scrap Bots, a bot battling deck builder. Got some gameplay up from a while back, but check out my channel, Scrap Bots Gameplay. Let's check it out. Right, card back. Battling bots. Alright, first off, starting off with the asset bot. Get an energy from that. This is the blue faction. Trigger broken. And what do the symbols mean? But yeah, looking further in the book, you'll see what that is. But 3 shield, 3 energy equals 2 damage you can do, maybe? Right. Asset bot. Asset drone. Trigger broken. Scrap bot. Nice bot art right there. 2 shield, 2 energy equals 1 damage. Guard drone. Trigger rival attacks. Move to block if lane is empty. 2 shield, 2 energy equals a damage. Guard mech. Scrap bot. Trigger rival attacks. Move to block if lane is empty. 5 shield, 3 energy, 2 damage. Inspire bot. Activate, scavenge, you and your rival each draw a card. 3 shield, 3 energy for 2 damage. We got Inspire mech. Activate, scavenge, you and your rival each draw a card. That's gotta be draw a card. It's bothering me a little now. Red, blue. Okay, yeah, blue is draw a card. Red, deal 1 damage to any bot. Green, gain 1 energy. Purple, your rival must choose and discard a card. Yellow, repair a scrap bot. And it should be on the back, but no, not on the back. Alright, brute bot. Activate, break an ally. Plus 1 damage. Brute mech. Activate, break an ally. Plus 1 damage. Yeah, looks like these red guys are more direct damage. Lance bot. Trigger attacks plus 1 damage for each broken ally. Trigger attacks plus 1 for each broken ally. Okay, close to the same guy. Pierce bot. Trigger attacks. Rival draws a malfunction if enemy breaks. Pierce drone. Trigger attacks. Rival draws a malfunction if enemy breaks. Hack bot. Trigger broken. The opposing ally. This. Oh, we missing words there? Oh, what is that? Purple? Purple. Your rival must choose and discard a card. The opposing enemy. Blank the opposing enemy. Blank this. What is that square? I don't know. Maybe I'll see soon. Trigger broken. Blank the opposing enemy. Blank this. Activate, scavenge. Move any enemy to an empty lane. Shunt bot, like that art. Shunt drone, activate, scavenge, move an enemy to an empty lane. Spike drone, activate, copy a rival's card function. Spike mech, activate, copy a rival card's function. Harvest bot, trigger attacks, gain 1 energy for each broken enemy. Harvest mech, attacks, gain 2 energy for each broken enemy. 4 energy for 5 energy for 4 damage. And then how do the attacks go? Yeah, been a while since I played, but yeah, there's a thing on the bottom, and then I think you convert the energy to damage that you place onto any bot, it looks like. But I thought it was like maybe just lane to lane, but maybe not. Trigger, attacks, gain plus 1 energy for each nearby ally. Rejuve drone, gain 1 energy for each nearby ally. gain 2 energy. Scavenge. Scavenge, gain 2 energy. Drain bot. Activate, break a nearby ally, break its opposing enemy. Drain drone, break a nearby ally, break its opposing enemy. Trigger, broken, repair a nearby ally. Same thing. Rival draws a malfunction from your discard. That's nice. Get rid of yours, give it to them. Zeal mate, same thing. Asset chip. Broken, draw 2. Broken, draw 2. Guard chip. Move to block if lane is empty. Rival attacks. Move to block if lane is empty. Scavenge, you and your rival draw 2. You and your rival each draw 2. Break an ally. +1 damage. Break an ally +1. Attacks +1 damage for each broken ally. Same thing. Rival draws a malfunction if enemy breaks. Rival draws a malfunction if enemy breaks. Broken. Trash the opposing enemy. Trash this gadget. Yep, and you're putting the gadgets on the bots. Trash the opposing enemy. Trash this gadget. Move an enemy to an empty lane. Move an enemy to an empty lane. Copy your rival's cards. Function. Same. Gain energy for each broken enemy. Gain 2 energy for each broken enemy. Now that one costs 1 more energy to buy it from the market. Gain energy for each nearby ally. Gain 2 energy. Gain 2 energy. Break a nearby ally. Break its opposing enemy. Repair a nearby ally. Rival draws a malfunction from your discard. Okay, here we go. Okay, here go the all right, so keywords: scrap, energy, charges attacks, used to buy cards is scrap, remove from the game, attack deals +1 damage, draw a card, nearby, left or right of this, scavenge, trash a card from your hand or lanes. Break/broken, flipped face down. Repair, flip a broken scrap bot. Turn, build bots and attach gadgets. And attack with bots by converting cards to energy. Recycle, gain scrap by discarding hand and broken cards. Market, buy bots and gadgets with scrap. Bought cards go to hand. Draw up to a hand of 4 cards. Resolve malfunctions. Right. Servoid. I remember this one. This is one of the starter cards. Trigger. Attacks. Gain 2 scrap. And 2 energy for 1 damage. Yeah, so you have the energy. You spend the energy to do the attacks. Yeah. Rinser. Trigger. Attacks. Break this scrap bot. So 3 energy to do 2 damage. 2 of those. Fortress, deal 1 damage to this, gain 1 scrap, 3 energy for 1 damage. He's got 3 life, 3 armor. Power cell, trigger, broken, gain 2 energy. 4 of those. Charge mod, trigger attacks, gain 1 energy. Recoil mod, trigger, broken, deal 1 damage. Overdrive, malfunction. So in the draw phase, discard all malfunctions cards, draw 2 for each malfunction discard. Yeah, so you get more cards in your hand, but you're taking damage though. And the guy with the most malfunctions in their deck at the end of the game loses. Good stuff. Look forward to playing again. Scrapbots. Might just have to actually drop this before I play, but anyway, be on the lookout for another gameplay. And also, scrapbots.gg. Pick up yourself a copy right now. Scrapbots.gg. Check that QR code. Peace.